Welcome into the Golden Eagles Spotlight interview. This week we've got Director of Basketball Operations Bart Lundy here with us. Thanks for being here with us.
Thanks, Brad. My pleasure.
Well, looking at the season here, obviously we've got a lot to look forward to, but I want to know what it was like when your phone rang and it's Buzz Williams on the other line. What was that conversation like?
It was good. You know, Buzz and I have known each other for a long time, not well, and wouldn't say we were good friends or anything, but have mutual friends. And that first conversation was along the lines of Buzz talking for about 20 minutes about what he was looking for, and me saying, yeah. And I think he needed a former head coach. And he wanted somebody like sweet tea, so we had that all covered.
He's all about the sweet tea, I know.
He does love the sweet tea.
Well, you've been around these great group of players here.
Yeah.
You had a lot of tremendous success at High Point University, 11 years of head coaching experience overall.
Yeah.
You've been around some special players, and especially this Big East group here now of players. What's it been like being around guys like Lazar Hayward and Jimmy Butler so far?
It's been great. You know, the thing about this team, not only do we have some good players, but the character, the spirit, is just phenomenal. You know, it's hard to imagine a team full of absolutely wonderful guys. You know, it rarely happens that way, and whether it was a magical formula here or not, but whatever Coach Williams and those guys did to recruit these guys, they got unbelievable character, great work ethic, and they're fun to be around, they're fun to root for.
It's something Coach Williams talks about all the time, is character. And it seems like he has assembled that group that you talked about. I mean, yourself included. The staff seems to be just, you know, very involved with being good people rather than just being good basketball people. Is that something that makes it easy to wake up in the morning and say, I love to go to work with Marquette basketball?
It does, and I think you've kind of hit the nail on the head. He's put together a great group of players, staff, the office staff. Everybody there is there for a common goal, and they're fun to be around. You know, we work our tails off, but we have a good time doing it, and you know that you're surrounded by excellent people. In
just a few days, the team will finally play against someone else than themselves. I'm sure that's kind of a lift off their back and something fun for them to do. A lot of people saw the players at Madness and got to see you for the first time at Madness.
Right.
What was that experience like?
You know, I didn't know, I know Coach Lair a little bit that was on staff last year, and he was texting me the day of the Madness, and he said if they started lining up around the block yet. And I didn't really know what he meant, but the energy and the excitement was just phenomenal. And walking out onto the floor at the Owl that night, I knew it was in a special place.
A lot of people saw those players compete for the first time. You've been with them for a while, and you've got a glimpse of what they can bring to the table.
Right.
Of the newcomers, are there any of those guys that you've jumped out and said, hey, this guy's pretty special, he's pretty good on the court, and he can take over a Big East game?
Well, I think you know, as we go through this, what we think we know right now will change in late November, and it'll change again in January, and by the end you'll have a clearer picture. Yeah, I think Jerron Mayman has had a fantastic start of practice. Use, unfortunately, Junior, you know, is out with that injury. But you know, all those guys are going to be major contributors, and with our depth, we need them to be. But I think, you know, I would be hesitant to say, hey, J-May's going to be, you know, a Big East beast at this point, because you don't know. Kids get it sometimes quicker, and you know, freshmen go up and down, and you know, fans will have to be a little patient with those young guys, and at times they'll go, wow, those guys are fantastic, and at times they'll go, wow, what was he thinking? But that's part of being young.
It is for sure, and we're going to look forward to watching Marquette basketball season and you on the sidelines as well. Yeah. Coach, thanks so much for being here with us on the Golden Eagles Spotlight.
My pleasure.
We appreciate it, and be sure to check out this interview with Bart Lundy on MUTVsports.com along with all of our interviews. Thank you so much for tuning in.